Hello everyone and welcome back to the White Collar Engineer. Today in order to share his IIM Shillong's interview experience, we have Yash with us. Hello Yash, welcome to the White Collar Engineer. Great to see you after a long time.
Yeah, hi Saleh. Thank you for inviting me. It's also very nice to see you after such a long time.
Sure, sure. All right Yash, हमारे audience को अपने बारे में कुछ बताओ.
Yeah, so I will give a brief introduction about my background. So my name is Yash Agarwal and I have done my primary and secondary education from Patna, Bihar. After that, I have done my engineering in chemical engineering from Indian Institute of Technology, ISM Dhanbad in the year 2021. After that, I have approx 33 months of formal work experience in the core chemical engineering domain, specifically 2 years with L&T Hydrocarbon and 1 year with Lummus Technology. Uh, then after that, I prepared for CAT and now I am currently a first year student at IIM Shillong.
All right. And so Yash, what was your CAT percentile and what all calls did you get, through it along with IIM Shillong?
Yeah. So my CAT percentile was 99.36. If we talk about bifurcation, so I got around 91.56 percentile in VARC, 99.61 percentile in LRDI, and 99.16 percentile in Quant.
Okay.
I received call from all the baby IIMs like IIM Udaipur, IIM Nagpur, IIM Jammu to name a few.
Mhm.
And apart from that, in the top seven IIM, I received calls from IIM Shillong and PGP Finance call from IIM Kozhikode.
Okay.
Apart from IIMs, I also received calls from DMS IIT Delhi, SJM SOM IIT Bombay, and IIFT Delhi.
All right, Yash. So walk us through the IIM Shillong's, admission process. How was it basically?
So first of all, after filling up the form, so we were asked to have submit some write-ups, which included a questionnaire that was around who am I.
Okay.
So basically, we need to provide a 500 word comprehensive answers about my background, what was my professional journey, and why I want to do MBA per se, especially why I am Shillong. So after that, I submitted that write up. So I got an interview call, and my interview was divided into two parts. First was extempore, and the second was the interview.
Okay.
So the extempore was the topic for extempore was given on spot, and I was allotted 1 minute to think on the topic and the next 2 to 3 minutes to speak on it.
Okay.
So what I observed that the topics were very repetitive,
Mhm.
that they were having different sets of topics and they were repeating among the candidates.
Okay.
So the panel consisted of two people. One was the professor who were currently teaching at IIM Shillong, and one was IIM Shillong's alumni.
Okay.
So after my extempore, my interview round began. It lasted for around 20 minutes. So I have just jotted down the question that I could remember during my interview. I will just explain them one by one. So
Sure.
it started with my brief introduction that included my educational background, my professional journey, and my work experience. Then there were follow-up questions on that. After that, my panelists were not from technical background. So
Mhm.
I've done my engineering in chemical. So
Mhm.
they asked me to explain chemical engineering to a non-technical person in a very simple terms.
All
So
right.
I will request engineering guys to have an answer prepared for it because the person sitting next to you might not be from a technical background. So you need to explain engineering in very simple terms.
Exactly.
So moving on, as IIM Shillong focuses on sustainability, so there was a plastic bottle that was a water bottle in front of me on the table.
Okay.
So the panelists asked me what manufacturing techniques can be applied in the manufacture of that plastic bottle so that it's environmentally friendly and in a more sustainable way. So I can come up some of the processes that we can apply to manufacture the plastic in a more sustainable way. So The discussion lasted for around 3 to 4 minutes, and there were also some follow-up question on the same.
All right.
So moving on, they asked me about some current affairs.
Hmm.
Like last year, G20 summit was
Yes.
very much in trend. So yeah, so they asked me question around that. So they asked me about what are the major highlights of G20 summit. So I was gone. I already prepared for G20 summit. So one of the outcomes that I mentioned from G20 summit is IMAC, that is India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor.
Right.
So we had approx good 5 to 7 minutes discussion on it. There were to and fro discussion. There are some follow-up question on it. So I will suggest candidates to be prepared with current affairs. They may ask anything about current affairs in depth.
True.
Then moving on, they asked me about some basic questions like why MBA, why you aspire to do MBA after engineering and after 3 years of work. So these were some of the questions that were asked. So I was prepared for it. So I answered them in a concise manner. Then the last part of the interview was focused on some of the basics from mathematics,
Okay.
particularly statistics. So I remember few of the questions that I would like to share. They asked me what is normal distribution and what are some of the examples from real life application of normal distribution. These questions were very important because as a MBA student,
Hmm.
statistics is one of the subjects that has to be on your fingertips.
Right.
So yeah, so all the candidates are suggested to just brush up on their statistics basics, and also they asked about what is skewness and kurtosis in normal distribution and what are its significance.
Okay.
So my interview lasted around 20 minutes and we had a comprehensive discussion around statistics also. So these were some of the questions that I could remember that were asked in my interview.
Right. That's great. Yes, that's great. Like you have provided a comprehensive, outline of being it like a statistics subject or a current affairs thing or basic HR questions along with your work ex things as well. So yes, do you remember what was your extempore topic?
Like I tried to remember because I think I have noted down somewhere, but I couldn't figure it out. So it was
Okay.
very easy topic, like a small idiom, something that meant giving it all. So I
Okay.
just remember this part from my extempo. I'm very sorry that I couldn't remember.
No issues, no issues. So it's very like you have to think on the spot and you get some abstract topics.
Yeah.
So you really have to switch on that creative mind of yours.
Yeah, and also you will be provided with a notepad and pen so that you can jot down your thoughts on the topic. And if the topic is very absurd out of the blue, you don't have any idea, then you can obviously ask the panelists that I don't have much of idea of the topic, so they will obviously help you and guide you through it.
Correct, correct. And talking about the interview in specific, यश जैसे वर्क एक्स के क्वेश्चंस तो we normally prepare मतलब हो ही जाता है ऐसे काम करते करते we know them, but talking about
Yes,
current affairs या statistics, because in a pre MBA situation you must have read statistics back in your 11th and 12th. तो how did you
yes, correct.
prepare like interviews से पहले how did you prepare your statistics or current affairs or any other thing? Did you take any GDPI course or it was all self preparation?
So I was already involved with one of the leading coaching center of India. So I was taking online classes from them to prepare for CAT. After CAT, I had a decent percentile. So I also took their GDPI and personal interview kit, where they assisted me in preparation for GD and PI, and they provided some comprehensive material
Okay.
so that has been asked from in the past few years. So statistics, current affairs, all of the materials they have already
All right,
provided to
all
me.
right.
Sorry.
All right, all right. And Yash, how important it is for candidates to go through the PI kit, which normally IIMs do provide to the shortlisted candidates.
Yeah, it's very crucial to go through the PI kit because it consists of all the potential questions that the panelists could ask to you during an interview, and it will give you a comprehensive idea what's MBA is all about. What are the domains that you are going to learn in an MBA? So, if something comes up in the interview, you are not you are it should not happen that you are not aware of it.
Correct.
obviously, the panelists won't expect in-depth knowledge about the domains, like, for example, consulting, for example, finance, marketing, operations. They obviously don't expect you to have a depth knowledge, but
Right.
obviously they expect what they expect is like they you have a overview what these domains are and how they are used in an MBA.
True, true. Just the surface level understanding.
Yes, correct.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Yash. And just before wrapping up the video, any particular tips which you would like to share with the aspirants and the interview call getters? And also the last question, how has life changed after coming to IIM Shillong?
Yeah, so I will first like to start with the some of the tips that I would like to suggest to the current candidates. It's like the interview will be pretty chill. You don't have to be nervous. It's a kind of a conversation.
Right.
So I will suggest them to be confident and calm. Be updated on with current affairs. And also the most important thing, be updated about your background. If suppose that you are from Bihar, so have a comprehensive view about Bihar. What are the current scenario of Bihar politics? What are some of the things going in Bihar?
True.
What is the geographical knowledge? What is geography of Bihar? You have to be thorough of it.
Right.
So, like when introducing, they may ask some follow-up questions from your background. So you have to be very thorough. And obviously, brush on if for particularly for freshers, do brush on your undergrad subjects because they may ask anything from your undergrad. For
Exactly.
work guys, do have a comprehensive overview of the projects that you have been undertaking during your work currently, and be fluent, be confident, and also be prepared with the HR questions like why MBA, why IIM Shillong, why MBA after engineering, what are your short-term and long-term goals, etc. These are the basic questions that they do expect from every candidates.
Correct.
So yeah. So moving on to your second question and the fun part, life after after taking admission to IIM Shillong
Hmm.
has been very transformational. Like we work hard and we party harder.
Right.
Like to sum up in one sentence, like we work hard and we party harder.
Exactly. So, guys, here you have your motivation for, making it to IIM Shillong. Right. Thank you so much, Yash. Thank you so much for appearing in our channel and sharing your interview experience. It was my pleasure hosting you. Wish you all the best for your final placements.
Thank you very much, Saleh, for giving me this platform and opportunity so that I can guide upcoming MBA students.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
very much
My
for having
pleasure.
me.